I'm Shaunna Leinster and welcome to Healthy, Happy and Whole. Today we are talking about a very controversial topic, and that is dairy, or cheese more specifically, and actually cow's cheese more specifically. So I don't know if you know, but cow's dairy is actually one of the biggest allergens out there, especially amongst children. It actually can cause a lot of different ailments like fatigue, bloating, migraines, digestive issues like IBS, things that we suffer from every day and we don't know why. And a lot of that can be contributed to dairy. Another big issue too is leaky gut syndrome. And if you've never heard of that, it's a big one. It's actually when you have holes in your intestinal lining of your intestines, which can lead to food particles like proteins from cheese leaching into your bloodstream. So when you have leaky gut syndrome, it prevents you from absorbing important nutrients like calcium and magnesium, which are vital for bone health. So I know it sounds scary, but the good news is there are a lot of alternatives. And today we're going to be talking about them as we say cheese. We're talking about sheep's cheese, goat's cheese, and water buffalo cheese as we make our creamy lemon and shrimp fettuccine. So let's get started. So I have a pan back there heated up with some avocado oil, which is a great oil for high heat, which is what we're doing today. Turn that down a little bit. So I have some asparagus going, and I'm gonna chop some garlic. Now garlic, if you noticed, I actually crushed the garlic ahead of time instead of chopping it first, because that helps to release the antimicrobial benefits of garlic, which is called allicin. So all those delicious, amazing benefits you want from garlic, you should crush it first. You can smell the garlic already. It smells so good. Okay, so as that's going, I have some beautiful shrimp here. You can use chicken as well, but the shrimp, I love shrimp. This is Argentine shrimp. It's nice and big and plump, really yummy. So I'll get that in the pan as well. Because shrimp is so quick, before that's done, I wanna add in that goat cheese. So I'm gonna let that melt in a bit as the shrimp cooks and the asparagus cooks down, so everything just melts in together and marries beautifully. Turn up the heat a little bit. All right. And then I have a beautiful organic lemon. I always go for organic lemons and limes because I find, you know, when you cut open a lime and you squeeze it and nothing comes out, it's the worst. I find organic has a lot more juice. So I am going to actually zest this first, right in the pan. One thing I love about goat's cheese and goat's milk is that it's a really great alternative for kids, especially if you have a young baby who's weaning off of breast milk. Goat's milk is actually most comparable to human breast milk, so that's really amazing. And sheep's milk and water buffalo are great alternatives as well to cow's dairy. Sheep's milk is one of my favorites. It actually has twice as much protein and almost twice as much calcium to cow's milk. So if you're worried about not getting calcium from cow's milk, I know we've always heard that that's kind of the only way to get your calcium, but it's not. There's so many other great options. And water buffalo is very similar to cow's milk as well, and it tastes delicious. Okay, and I'm just gonna add some thyme, fresh thyme in here as well. It adds such a beautiful fragrance. And I've had some brown rice fettuccine cooking on the stove here. So I'm gonna add that straight into the pan. That's cooked, beautiful. Now the thing with pasta, please don't rinse your pasta. You're gonna rinse off all that starch, and you want the starch to help your sauce thicken naturally and to help the pasta actually stick. And I'm just gonna leave this on the heat for another minute or so, just to let all the flavors marry together, and then that sauce is gonna thicken up beautifully. Oh, look at this. This looks amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna serve it up. Okay. And lastly, this is my favorite cheese. This is fresh sheep's cheese. This is called manchego. It's a Spanish cheese. I'm gonna grate that right over, and if it crumbles, oh, it's even better. Right. Look at that. So for these recipes and more, don't forget you can go to 700club.ca or call us at 855-759-0700. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.